Hi, welcome back to Motor Spins. Today we're going to be looking at this 1972 Alfa Romeo Montreal. And if you like the way this car looks, you can thank Marcello Gandini. He is responsible for all of the heavy hitters. You probably had a poster of one of his cars on your walls. You'll notice his design signature slats on the side of the car. That was featured on the Miura. He's also designed the Countach, the Diablo, the list goes on. But today we're looking at this Montreal. On the front you'll see their signature inverted rounded triangle. One design element that I really love about this car is the shark nose front with these light slats that are actually retractable when you turn on the headlights. All right, so one thing you'll notice about the hood is this vent, but it's actually a faux vent. This is here to distract you from the power bump. But yeah, there's really no function served with this vent. Still looks cool nonetheless. Moving around to the side of the car, we actually have more non-functioning vents. These are purely aesthetic, but this is a trademark Gandini design quality. And coming around to the back, there's really not much of note. It's just a beautiful piece of automotive history. Personally, I think the back reminds me of a Fairlady Z. These taillights and just this shape in general just scream Z to me, but it's a beautiful car nonetheless without the comparisons. We have dual pea shooter exhaust right here, and one cool thing that I like about this car is it's kind of I guess it's a hatch, only the glass comes up, which I think is pretty slick. All right, so if you're loving this orange creamsicle dream situation going on, this is actually not how the car originally came. It was lovingly restored by its current owner to this bright gloss orange with a reupholstered white leather interior, which I think is just 70s perfection. This car was originally Alfa Romeo's signature red, much like Ferrari, but yeah, I think the orange and the white set it off beautifully. The Montreal was designed to compete with the Porsche 911, but during that time they kind of missed the mark because, believe it or not, there's actually a V8 under the hood, and we'll take a look at that in a second. But really quickly, I wanted to touch on this car in particular predates the Lamborghini Miura, which was an iconic car of the 70s, and this car in particular kind of set off what later became the Italian supercar boom. So let's take a look under the hood. Yes, so this is an adorable 2.9 liter V8 engine. 197 horsepower is all you get out of this thing. So it really didn't contribute well to its competition with the 911, but I still think they made a fantastic car. Moving inside, let's take a look at what we're working with in here. First, right off the bat, definitely bare bones, but obviously that makes sense for the time. This is a 1972, so there aren't going to be too many, technological things that we can talk about, but there are some modern accoutrements that you would be surprised are in here, such as power windows, and of course, most important for me is AC. So if you'll notice on the gauge clusters, it is going to be all Italian and kilometers per hour, not miles per hour, and that's because this car is for the European market. This was never made for the American market, so obviously this is an import. But regardless, lovingly restored and beautifully maintained. Leather throughout. I don't know if the car came with leather throughout, but given that this is the modern iteration of a supercar, I wouldn't be surprised if it did come with leather. We got leather headliner, leather everything pretty much. Nice wooden steering wheel. The very cute V8, the 2.9 liter, is mated to this ZF 5-speed transmission. And if you've heard ZF before, that's because they're a really reputable German company that makes a lot of great modern day automatic transmissions that you'll find in modern cars. Of course, we got an ashtray. Very fitting for the time the car was made. And then, of course, on the dashboard, we have these really cool vents that are in the shape of the Alfa Romeo logo, which I think is pretty trick. Looking back behind us, I think I was wrong earlier. The vents on the outside actually do serve a function, and that is for air conditioning for your rear passengers. If you can fit them in here. But yes, they are definitely not just for looks, they do serve a function. So yeah, not much of note. I mean, there's no power steering, so drivability is not what one might typically be used to, especially given all the amenities and such in modern cars, but this is kind of the default from the 70s. And I don't dislike it. It's actually kind of nice. Very raw. And then muscle it over. There we go. Ah, this is so cool. Oh my God. I love this car. I gotta say, I'm an Alfa fan for sure. After driving this, after meeting this car, I guess. Thank you for checking out this 1972 Alfa Romeo Montreal with me. This car didn't quite accomplish what it set out to do, but it left a legacy that is undeniable, and it's a damn sexy car if you ask me. This has been Motorspins. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.